Donald, take a seat. Boy, oh boy, you got yourself in some shit. I thought I told you. Once we let you in, you gotta play the game.
John, I tried, but the lust of having all those documents with me and at my fingertips was just too much. Power is a very powerful thing.
Well, don't gotta tell me twice, I know all too well. You see, they set you up, they knew the lust you had, and knew it was only a matter of time. What does your wife think of all of this?
To be honest, John, she is not handling it well at all. I told her to put on a good face about it, and soon we must sit for dinner in the main hall for good photo op. My whole life I just kept fighting until I won. I guess I will try to do same thing with my troubles now.
I understand what you mean, and I'm sure it must be tough to handle. It makes me think about your mindset and how you got into all this bullshit. I think it's over 37 indictments now.
Yes, it's over 37, but who is counting anymore? That's how crazy all of this has gotten. Lucky my cult following will believe anything I say, John, so I have that going in my favor. This process is taking a toll, but I will keep pushing.
It must have been a mindfuck to be in the courthouse the other day. What was going through your mind? Most of things over years didn't seem to stick, however, this case has some real meat to it. Have you given any thoughts to taking a plea? It might save your family a lot of shame, and that's important.
Nah, no plea for me. Even if I do have to serve time, I'd rather do that than lose my cult following. John, once you have people who will believe anything, even when I'm wrong, they believe I'm right. So I must save face for them. This is bigger than me. It's bigger than any one person. They are coming after me. John simply put, and it's going to be the fight of my life.
Well, Donald, let's be honest. Why in the hell did you take those documents home with you? And why did you not give them back when they ask? Buddy, who cares what Joe Biden did? He is a clown, but your defense of, well, he did it too, won't work. Come on, Donald, that's like a drug dealer getting caught and saying, well, the guy down the street sells too. Why am I getting punished? Sorry, Donald, it don't work that way.
Okay, true, I know that, John, but what else can I tell my followers? This is the way it has to go. My only small hope is to win the presidency and pardon myself. But when I think about it a lot, I have doubts they will even allow me to get that far. Dirty game in D.C., and people think the streets are a dirty game, but that ain't got nothing on Capitol Hill.
All right, let's get into the details of this crazy case. I've been reading through the indictments. And damn, they got your employees in audio statements that are pretty damning. Why didn't you make sure no recording was going on? Plus, you had all kinds of different governments at your hotel. Lord only knows what they saw. I heard that China had spies come and try to book a hotel. You see, Trump, I'm not rooting against you, but I'm just shooting this shit straight to you. It don't look good.
John, no kidding, it don't look good. The fucking Chinese knew that would leak. The Chinese has been some of my biggest high rollers at my hotel, and they get fast-tracked because of that. Finally, that came to bite me in the ass. I always knew it, but greed takes over, and you know the rest. Once the Chinese spy story came out, we worked around the clock to scan everyone in and out, but was too late. The leak had become public, and we had to do more damage control.
It's hard to assume all this just happened by mistake, Donald, and here is why. I couldn't help but notice that during your time in office, there were numerous controversies and allegations surrounding your actions. How do you respond to the claims that you were involved in multiple criminal activities?
I believe much of that was politically motivated. Many of these so-called crimes were simply attempts by my opponents to discredit me. You know how rough and tumble politics can be? It's true that I faced my fair share of challenges and controversies, but it's also important to note that I was never convicted of any major crimes during my presidency. Many of the legal battles were centered around investigations that I believe were driven by a bias against me.
Understand this, Trump. Whether it's the 37-plus indictments you're facing now, or the other random shit you got involved in. The office of the president carries a great responsibility to uphold the law and set an example for the nation. Some critics argue that your actions and rhetoric at times undermine the very principles that our country stands for.
I do acknowledge that my communication style might have been unconventional, but I always believed in putting America first. I understand that my approach wasn't universally liked, but I believe it was effective. This is a witch hunt like all the rest. No matter how bad this looks, I know my cult will stand by me no matter what. I need them to send me all their money even though I'm rich as fuck. It's a dirty game in Washington, I'm just playing it.
The key thing is that the proper handling of sensitive documents is crucial for maintaining national security and trust in government institutions. The security of our nation is of paramount importance. Properly handling classified documents is not only a legal obligation but also a duty to the American people. Do you feel you can gain the trust of the people again?
I understand that public perception is crucial in these situations. I'll do my best to communicate openly about the legal proceedings and cooperate with any investigations. It's important for the American people to see that I'm taking this seriously. I hate witch hunts, and I feel they've been going at me ever since I got elected, and since I've been out the White House as well. I hope the public can see that.
Open communication and accountability are essential for maintaining public trust. It's a challenging situation, but it's also an opportunity to show leadership and responsibility. Remember, leaders are judged not only by their actions, but by how they handle adversity.
Your words are wise, John. Adversity can indeed reveal a person's character and resolve. I'm committed to facing this situation head-on and demonstrating that I'm accountable for my actions, whatever they may have been.
Before we get on out of here, let me ask you this. Donald, May of next year is when your trial starts, and it will be a lot of cameras, as you would expect. And of course, there will be pressure for you to step aside and let someone else run for the Republican Party. How will you handle all of that as it all unfolds?
I will deal with it like I have everything else, just push through and lie if I have to. I must find a way. That's all I have left is my mental toughness that I will win and win big. My cult is behind me and my crooked lawyers are behind me with tag team like that. I'll take it and see where my cards land on the table, John.
Good to be with you for a chat, Donald. Let's do it again sometime soon before things get too crazy. Be well.